Tiger Woods was not even in Texas this week. He did not tee it up at TPC Craig Ranch. He did not sign a single autograph or hit a single drive. And yet, his name is the only thing anyone is talking about at the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. Because something happened that has not happened since Tiger was in his absolute prime. The betting odds for the world number one dropped to a level reserved exclusively for one man, the Big Cat. And the golf world cannot stop comparing Scottie Scheffler to the greatest who ever lived. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The buzz started when the betting odds were released for the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. Scottie Scheffler, the world number one and defending champion, opened at plus 160 at FanDuel Sportsbook. To the average fan, those numbers might mean nothing, but to anyone who follows golf betting closely, the number was staggering. It was one of the shortest pre-tournament outright prices in the entire history of the site's archive. To understand why this is such a big deal, you have to go back, way back. The last time a golfer went into a tournament with odds shorter than Scottie Scheffler's plus 160 was Tiger Woods at the Buick Open. Tiger was listed at plus 125. He went out and won the tournament by 3 strokes. That was prime Tiger, the invincible Tiger, the Tiger who made every other player on the course feel like they were competing for second place. Scheffler is not Tiger Woods. He would be the first to tell you that, but the betting market is treating him like he is, and that comparison alone has created a firestorm of debate across the golf world. Is Scheffler really that good? Is he entering that rare air reserved for only the most dominant players in history? Or are the odds makers simply reacting to a weakened field and a favorable course? Let us look at the context. Scheffler is coming off a stretch of golf that would be the best of any other player's career. Over his last 4 starts, he has finished runner-up 3 times, including at the Masters, and tied for 14th at the PGA Championship. Those are not bad results. They're incredible results. The problem is that Scheffler has set the bar so impossibly high that finishing second feels like a disappointment. The CJ Cup field is notably thinned. 1 week after the PGA Championship at Aeronomic, few of the sport's best apparently wanted to make the trek down to Texas. Aaron Rai, the newly crowned PGA champion, withdrew to take a well-deserved week off. The absence of many top players left Scottie Scheffler towering over the board as the clear class of the tournament. Siwoo Kim at plus 1,500, Jordan Spieth at plus 1,600, and Brooks Koepka at plus 2,200 were the only other players even in the conversation. No one else was listed shorter than 35 to 1. The gap between Scheffler and the rest of the field was enormous, and that gap is exactly what reminded everyone of Tiger Woods. In Tiger's prime, he would show up to tournaments where the only question was not who would win, but by how many strokes. The betting odds reflected that reality. The same is now happening with Scottie Scheffler. The golf world is buzzing not because of anything Tiger did this week, but because of what his legacy represents. He set the standard, and Scheffler is the first player since Tiger to make odds makers treat him that way. The Tiger Woods comparison did not start with the CJ Cup betting odds. It has been building for months, maybe years. But the CJ Cup made it impossible to ignore. One golf writer put it bluntly, calling Scheffler's plus 170 odds prime Tiger Woods stuff. That phrase alone was enough to send social media into a frenzy. Was it fair to compare anyone to Tiger? Was Scheffler really that dominant? Or were people getting carried away? Let us look at the numbers. A year ago, at the CJ Cup, Scheffler faced a similarly thin field. He ran away with the tournament, winning by 8 strokes. He shot 31 under par, tying the lowest 72-hole score in PGA Tour history. The year before that, Taylor Pendrith won at 23 under. Jason Day at 23 under before that. The formula at TPC Craig Ranch was simple: make birdies in bunches or get left behind. Scheffler's dominance at this tournament specifically has been remarkable. He is the defending champion. He knows the course. He knows the conditions. He knows exactly how to attack every pin placement. And the betting market knows all of this too. That is why his odds were so short.
But Scheffler is no stranger to gaudy pre-tournament odds. Before the Waste Management Phoenix Open, he was a plus 225 favorite. Before the 2025 US Open, he was an absolutely ridiculous plus 275 favorite. Those numbers are absurd for any sport, let alone golf, where fields have 150 players and any one of them can get hot for 4 days. The Tiger comparison isn't just about the odds, it's about the feeling. When Tiger walked onto a golf course in his prime, everyone else knew they were playing for second. The air changed, the energy shifted. The tournament became about watching greatness more than competition. That same feeling is starting to surround Scottie Scheffler. The golf world has been searching for the next dominant force ever since Tiger's body started betraying him. Rory McIlroy had moments, Jordan Spieth had a stretch, Brooks Koepka had a run, but none of them sustained the kind of dominance that made everyone else feel hopeless. Scheffler might be different. His game travels. He wins on every type of course. He wins in every condition. He wins when he's playing well, and he even wins when he's not playing well. The only thing missing from his resume is the sustained longevity of Tiger's prime. But at 29 years old, he has plenty of time to build that legacy. The CJ Cup buzz isn't really about Tiger Woods. It's about what Tiger represents: excellence, dominance, inevitability. And right now, Scottie Scheffler is the closest thing golf has seen to that since the big cat was in his prime. That is why the golf world exploded. That is why everyone is talking about Tiger Woods during a tournament he's not even playing in.
The Tiger Woods buzz at the CJ Cup is not just about betting odds and dominance comparisons. It is also about history. Specifically, the history of this tournament and its connection to the greatest player of all time. The CJ Cup was not always played at TPC Craig Ranch in Texas. Before the pandemic, it was played at 9 Bridges on Jeju Island in South Korea. When COVID changed the world, the PGA Tour had to adapt. The 2020 CJ Cup was moved to Shadow Creek in Las Vegas, a private club north of the city. That course has a special place in Tiger Woods' history. In 2018, Shadow Creek hosted a pay-per-view exhibition match between Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. The winner took home $9 million. Mickelson won, but the buzz around the event was enormous. Tiger Woods is the defending champion of the Zozo Championship in Japan, another event that was moved to the United States during the pandemic. He is a 5-time winner at Sherwood Country Club in California, where his World Challenge was played for years. The connection between Tiger and these fall events runs deep. But the CJ Cup buzz goes beyond just historical connections. It is about what Tiger's presence, even in spirit, means for a tournament. When Tiger plays, ratings go up, ticket sales go up, the energy changes. The CJ Cup did not have Tiger in the field, but it had something almost as powerful. It had the conversation about Tiger. Golf fans love to compare. They love to debate who was better, who could have been better. The CJ Cup provided the perfect backdrop for that debate. Scheffler was getting Tiger-level odds. Scheffler was dominating fields the way Tiger used to. Scheffler was making everyone else look ordinary. The timing was also significant. The golf world was still buzzing from a dramatic PGA Championship at Aronimink. Rory McIlroy had his ups and downs. Bryson DeChambeau missed another cut. Mickelson was absent. And through all of it, Scottie Scheffler kept chugging along, finishing T14, which for any other player would be a great result. The CJ Cup was the perfect opportunity to step back and appreciate what Scheffler is doing. He is not Tiger Woods. He will never be Tiger Woods. No one will. But he is the closest thing we have seen in a long time, and that is worth celebrating. That is worth buzzing about. That is worth comparing. The golf world exploded when they saw Scheffler's odds. They exploded when they realized what those odds meant, and they kept exploding every time someone made the comparison out loud. Tiger Woods was not in Texas, but his shadow loomed large over the CJ Cup, and that, more than anything else, was the story of the week. The reaction from fans to the Tiger Woods buzz was immediate and intense. Social media lit up within minutes of the odds being posted. Some fans embraced the comparison, arguing that Scheffler has earned the right to be mentioned in the same breath as Tiger. Others pushed back hard, saying that comparing anyone to Tiger is disrespectful to the legend who changed the sport forever. One camp pointed to the numbers. Scheffler leads the PGA Tour in almost every meaningful statistical category. He's won 4 majors. He's been world #1 for years. He's doing things that no one has done since Tiger. The betting market, which is driven by cold, hard math, is treating him like Tiger. That is not opinion. That is fact. The other camp pointed to the intangibles. Tiger changed how golf was played. He changed how athletes trained. He changed how courses were designed. He changed the entire sport in ways that go far beyond wins and losses. Scheffler is a great player, but he is not a transformative figure. Not yet. Maybe not ever. The debate spilled beyond just the odds comparison. Fans started rewatching old Tiger highlights, comparing them to Scheffler's best moments. They started digging up stats, trying to find any player who had a similar stretch of dominance. The conversation became about more than just the CJ Cup. It became about the entire history of golf. One fan posted that Scheffler's plus 160 odds were actually more impressive than Tiger's plus 125 at the Buick Open because the fields are deeper now and the competition is stronger. Another fan countered that Tiger's odds were shorter despite playing against stronger fields, which proved how much better he was. The arguments went back and forth for hours. The reality, as is often the case, lies somewhere in between. Scottie Scheffler is having a historically great run. He's doing things that only Tiger Woods has done in the modern era. The betting market is responding to that reality. But Tiger Woods is Tiger Woods. He is not just a collection of stats. He is an icon, a legend, a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. What made the CJ Cup buzz so fascinating was that it was not manufactured. It was not a promotional gimmick. It was a natural reaction to the numbers on the screen. When fans saw that Scheffler was being treated like prime Tiger by the people who put their money where their mouths are, they couldn't help but react. And their reactions, passionate and divided, became the story of the week. The golf world did not explode because Tiger did something. The golf world exploded because Scottie Scheffler made everyone remember Tiger Woods. And in that remembering, fans were forced to confront a question that has been lingering for years. Is the era of true dominance finally back? Is Scottie Scheffler the heir to the throne? The CJ Cup did not answer that question, but it made everyone ask it. So what does all of this buzz mean for the future of golf? The answer depends on who you ask, but one thing is certain. Scottie Scheffler has arrived at a level of dominance that the sport has not seen since Tiger Woods was in his prime. The betting odds are just one piece of evidence. The results are another. And the way he carries himself, the quiet confidence, the relentless consistency, all of it points to a player who is building something special. The CJ Cup Byron Nelson was not a major championship. It was not even a signature event with a limited field and a massive purse, but it became a referendum on Scheffler's place in golf history. Every shot he hit was analyzed. Every putt he missed was scrutinized. Every word he said was dissected. That is the Tiger treatment, and Scheffler is getting it. The tournament itself had a $10.3 million purse, with the winner taking home $1.854 million and 500 FedEx Cup points. The field included names like Jordan Spieth, Brooks Koepka, Tom Kim, and Tony Finau, but the story was never about them. The story was about Scheffler and the ghost of Tiger Woods hovering over everything. For Tiger Woods fans, the buzz was bittersweet. It was a reminder of what once was. The days when Tiger would show up and the only drama was how much he would win by. Those days are gone. Tiger is 50 years old now. His body has betrayed him. He plays sparingly, he competes when he can, but he is no longer the force he once was. For Scottie Scheffler fans, the buzz was validation. Their guy is being mentioned in the same breath as the greatest player of all time. He is being treated by odds makers as if he is inevitable. He is dominating the sport in a way that no one has dominated since Tiger.
The comparison is not just hype, it is based on real, measurable results. The golf world will continue to debate whether Scheffler is the next Tiger, but maybe that is the wrong question. Maybe the question is not whether he is the next Tiger. Maybe the question is whether we are appreciating what we are watching in real time. Scottie Scheffler is doing things that have not been done in decades. He is making history every time he tees it up. The CJ Cup buzz was not really about Tiger Woods. It was about the standards he set, the bar he raised, the expectations he created. Scottie Scheffler is not trying to be Tiger. He is trying to be the best version of himself. And right now, that best version is good enough to remind everyone of the greatest who ever lived. That is not an insult. That is the highest compliment the sport can offer. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell.